Well, it is the most wonderful time of the year, but it can be a sad time for those who've lost a loved one. There's an empty seat at the Thanksgiving table, on the couch, when everyone gathers around your Christmas tree. Psychotherapist and author Dr. Nikki J. Monty joins us today to talk about getting through the holiday season. Welcome in. We do realize that while most of us are celebrating, there are people who we have to think about who are having a really hard time navigating their grief. So what would you tell those of us on the outside who are watching? How can we help them?
What a great question and a great topic. First of all, grief takes many forms. There is the people who have lost loved ones. There's also people who, I'm in California, who've lost their homes. There are people who have the pain of divorce or the struggles that come with divorce. There's many forms of loss. And of course, the loss of a loved one, which I experienced in 2020, right before the holidays,
Sorry.
it's a particular kind of pain. My story about grief is that it's a gift. How great that we have felt so deeply about something or someone that we have that feeling of loss when they are no longer there. So first of all, I admire that we have that. And I appreciate that we've given ourselves into a situation so much that we then feel its lack and its loss. The other thing is people grieve very differently, but one thing that is pretty much the same is that it takes about a year to get through any kind of grief. And that's because we have to go through all the holidays, but also the personal holidays like anniversaries and birthdays and whatever has been important to us along the way. And we have to move through those, realizing there is, as you say, an empty seat at the table, metaphorically and literally sometimes. And so we have to be with that. And my thing about loss is stare it in the eye, greet it. Because the people who try to suppress it, repress it, deny it, ignore it, chatter around it, drink over it, whatever they do, it hits them harder later and it lasts longer. So with everything, if we face it, we grace it. And that's the first thing. The second thing is to understand that people aren't going to say the perfect thing. And pretty much anything they say doesn't strike us well. Oh, he, she is still with you. Really? Are they? Do I feel that yet? I don't know. You're making an assumption. Uh, or this too shall pass. I suppose at some point, but don't tell me. You don't know what you're talking about. The best kinds of things to say to other people who are grieving, by the way, in this kind of way, is to say, I really have no idea what you're feeling exactly. I just want you to know I'm here and available to whatever degree you are. But don't lie about that either. I'll always come over. I'll always be there for you. We'll chat
Right.
every day. No, we won't. And maybe we don't even want to. So that's the other piece. So the idea is to be authentic. And this is my hue and cry everywhere all the time, is to tell the truth. And if somebody says something to you that rocks your boat, give yourself a moment of grace, and that will give them also grace because they don't know what to say. My favorite thing to say when I don't know what to say is, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So I just say, do go,
Like you said, be
do state
honest.
the obvious.
Be
That's
honest,
right. Be honest.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And just
And stay grounded.
recognizing it and I guess just knowing how much to get involved and how much to kind of stay back, all very important things. And my producer is telling us we are out of time.
Wow,
Thank you
I'll miss
so
you.
much. Thank you so much for sharing those. Those are great tips. We appreciate having you here.
Thank you so much for having me.